Jerry Garner, your neighborhood realtor, back with my daily real estate information. Tuesday, I started out with talking about the market and the virus and where I thought the market was going to go with real estate and those types of things. Then I talked about using the time while we're waiting for this stay-at-home order to pass to get the homes ready to sell or to get pre-qualified, get ready to purchase and figure out what we're going to buy and just be as prepared as we possibly can and use this time effectively. Um, then yesterday, I started talking about the 10 things that I do to get a home sold quickly. And I got through the first half. Basically, I talked about I normally list a home on Thursday. So I start with Wednesday with walking in the neighborhood, Thursday with posting the listing, the sign, the flyer box, making sure flyers are never empty. Um, those types of thing. I take a short video. I send the video out to everybody in my database, Facebook, Twitter, and the like. Um, and there, um, that brings me to about Friday. So I've done the prep. I've got the sign up. I've let the neighbors know on the sign. I've got the topper with advertising the open house. I've got flyers in the flyer box advertising the open house. I've knocked on a lot of the doors. Now, Friday morning, 24 hours after I post the listing, I'll go back in and look at the listing from the agent perspective. And I can see every other agent out there that has emailed that listing to their client. So what I'll do is I'll just type up a little blurb about the listing, something maybe that's special about the house we're about to sell. Something like a great school districts, desired parks, and that kind of thing. Just a short 2 or 3 sentence deal about the house, and I'll post it on each agent's email and I'll send it to him. Now, most of the time, these agents don't have any idea how I know that they sent the listing to their client, but I do. You can find out by going into the back end of the listing. And so what that does is that just, if they're on the fence about showing their client that property, maybe it pushes them over the edge. Anything we can do to build up that open house. Remember, we want to get a lot of people to go to that open house on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday being the first showing, so no one's going to see it until Saturday. We want a lot of people to come in that house to create urgency to get that offer in and get as high as possible. So during the open house, I will be there. I'll have another person, normally my favorite assistant, which is my wife, and a lot of times a newer agent to work with me so that we can answer any questions and be ready as people to show up for the open house. Um, Normally, if we do this open house right Saturday and Sunday, we're normally looking at offers the following week. Now, it's not quite as busy now as it was, say, a year ago, but nevertheless, there's still more buyers than there are sellers. And if we do things right, we're probably looking at offers after the first week. A lot of times while I'm there at the open house, I'll get calls from agents that just were not able to get their client there Saturday or Sunday. So I'll make arrangements for Monday or Tuesday that I can be there for a couple hours to let any people that weren't able to make it over the weekend in, just so that the homeowner doesn't have to be answering the door and letting people walk through their house and that kind of thing. Now, that may happen afterwards. I may have to set it up for showings by appointment only, in which case you will never be surprised when somebody knocks at the door. I will have every agent call me. I'll confirm their license number. I'll call you and say, gee, is it showing, say, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock? Okay. And when we can say yes, we want to say yes. But there's times when we just can't. Maybe you're having a dinner party that night, and you'll let me know, and I will let that agent know that that's not a good time and find a different time. Point of the story is nobody will just show up at your door unannounced. I want to know who's coming, and I want to know that for 2 reasons. I want it for marketing, so I can follow up with them after the fact and say, gee, are you guys going to be submitting an offer? And if not, why not? And the other reason I want them to call me to set that appointment is so I can check their license number. I want it for security purposes. I want to know who's coming in your house, and no one should show up to see the house without a licensed agent with a business card. And if they do, don't let them in. And if they say, well, gee, I called Jerry, hey, listen, if I didn't call you and tell you they're coming, they didn't call. So for security purposes, for marketing purposes, let's let's not let anybody in that doesn't have an appointment. In any case, the deal is the more people we can get to look at this thing over the weekend, the more likely we are to get a higher offer and to get it quicker. And that's exactly what we want. When we have multiple offers, we are in a position of power, and gives us a lot of benefits. Now, our results will depend on how good the listing looks on the MLS, how well it's priced, those kind of things. So I'd like to talk Monday about pricing a house. Now, that's important for sellers, of course, but it's also important for buyers. Because if you're looking at property, just because the listing says a certain price, $500,000, doesn't mean that's the true value of that price. It may be high, it may be low. So we're going to talk Monday about how you could correctly determine market value. So when you're making an offer, you know where you should be offering, you know what a good deal is, and when you're selling a property, you know what's going to be attractive, you know what's going to be the correct value, and you know how that's going to be positioned compared to other houses that are for sale in the same area. So if you're interested in pricing a house, tune in Monday, and we will get into that in some depth. Hey, you have a great day. Oh, have a wonderful holiday weekend. Happy Easter, everybody.